I'm CMauraArts8 of Paxton, Illinois, competing for the Spar for the Spurtle 2012 with Bob's Red Mill Steel Cut Oatmeal, which I use as the prime basis of my recipe. And I'm making this entree or special appetizer if you have smaller portions for my own wedding coming up. So as you see, let's get started. It's the special Oats wedding porridge. First, you take 2 cups of Bob's, you pour it in a bowl to marinate and soak for 30 minutes, and you do so with a can of cream corn, the juice of a can of pineapple tidbits or slices, 2 tablespoons of the almond natural bark extract, and a half a teaspoon each of turmeric, poultry seasoning, and a teaspoonful of chicken bouillon spice. And you add that in there, as well as the salt, half a teaspoon of salt. That's crucial, or the oatmeal won't do its thing. Okay? So you stir that up, let it sit for 30 minutes. In the meantime, prepare the fruit, which is apples and plums, and the dried components, third of a cup of apricots, a third of a cup of chopped dried prunes, a tablespoon of cranberries, and a big handful of carrots to put in at the very end for color. So you chop all these things up. You chop up the apple, the plum, make sure the apple's not too big, half of one or small to medium one. And then you open up a can of premium white chicken, drain it off, and then pour in 1/2 can of chicken broth of your choosing. And then with the chicken and so forth, and then you put all of that in there, and then the fruit and the chicken will then be going along, cooking for 5 minutes on high. Also for the spices, throw in two cinnamon sticks and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, or to your taste. Stir that up, let it go to town there, and then after you stir the fruit up, you pour in the rest of your mixture, which has been sitting. And then you put that in, and you stir it with your Spurtle as it's cooking. So you'll be cooking this whole thing from 10 to 15 minutes, and everything will be seasoning and working together. That's after the 5 minutes you brought it to a boil. And then you watch it and stir clockwise with your Spurtle, so it's Spurtlicious. And then, cut to the chase, you get your final product. And don't forget to put those carrots in at the end for a nice garnish. And so here you have an entree with special, here's the fruit that I used, and then here's the nuts, which are special gourmet nuts with Cinnamon-Toffee, and that's the wrap. And enjoy.